there's just something I need to talk about, okay? And, we have all seen this. Greg Ward. Greg Ward has really shown that he could really be an NFL receiver. Like, look, I know it's been 3 games, but let me tell you something. When they use him the right way, the guy can make the catches. You run him vertical, I don't know if he really runs. He can run vertical, but it seems like he does better on the post corner routes and he does better on the slant routes. And that's what I've noticed from this game that just went by. I've noticed that when he's... And if you notice during this whole game, how many of these receivers went on a slant? Not a lot. Most of them running vertical, post corner, whatever you call it. Not a lot of these guys were running across the field, and I don't know why. You have a guy with speed, you run him across the field. Have him in open space. Use Greg Ward in open space. But when he went up and made that catch against Josh Norman, and Josh Norman even looked even more terrible than he did, I was like, I want to see who Josh Norman is going to be up against all day today. And it was Greg Ward most of the time. I don't know if he switched sides or whatnot. I have to rewatch the game again. But from what I've seen from Greg Ward, that guy is a fighter. He's a champ. He's nothing yet in our eyes, but it's promise. It's looking really good. Nelson Agholor wouldn't have made that catch. I know that for a fact. There's just so much more that goes into it. I mean, a guy that came from the University of Houston, was a quarterback in college, fast quarterback, agile. I mean, had pretty much all the characteristics of a young Vince Young at the time. Got into the NFL and switched to a receiver. Now, he's not a speedster, but I think he can actually be a very good slot receiver, to be honest. And you can line him up outside as well. Because if you do remember, in 2017, he was lining up inside and outside. Greg Ward could play both positions. But when you see this, I mean, this is why Carson Wentz had some clutch throws in this game, okay? He had some very clutch throws in this game, and that pass that he threw to him in the end zone was on the money, perfect, and literally Greg Ward. Did you notice how high he jumped off the ground to go get that ball? Athleticism up the ass. I mean, Jesus Christ, did you see that jump that he made? Not trying to make a big spectacle out of this catch that he did make, but there was catches beginning of the, middle of the game where he'd go across the field on a slant. I said, put Greg Ward on a slant and he literally will catch the ball. He's got some pretty good hands. He missed that touchdown last week against New York Giants. Went right through his hands, had a guy shading over him, a defender shading over him a little bit. But there's a lot of promise in this. I mean, I just hope that the Eagles don't go by the old-fashioned Eagles coaches and just say, put him back to practice squad. It was so nice. After Greg Ward got that touchdown, all I saw were young guys in that front row. I saw Miles Sanders doing this next to Greg Ward. That was like, oh my God, just embracing just embracing the moment. And just seeing it's like, young guy. I mean, all of them are young guys. And that's what we need to do. That's why, the 49ers are having a successful year. This is why Baltimore is having a successful year. Because they draft good players, they're young, and they give guys chances. They're not depending on veterans. They're not bringing in veterans that used to be on the team, or like Jay Ajayi. He's a reserve running back right now. What is he going to do? Probably nothing unless somebody gets hurt. But knock on wood, that's why I did that. Jay Ajayi is a reserve, and then you have. You're just bringing in guys that that used to be here, and that's the point I'm trying to make. And it's other positions. It's you look at Rodney McLeod. He's playing okay this year. He's not fantastic, nothing spectacular, but we miss a heartbeat when he's not playing, and that's when he tore his ACL last year. We kind of missed that heartbeat in that secondary a little bit. God, you can go to Vinny Curry. I mean, Vinny Curry. It seems like Vinny Curry can't play anywhere else except Philadelphia. I mean, that's just how it is. He went to Tampa last year and he got 2 sacks, and then that was it. He got hurt. And then before that, 2014? I mean, he only played 25% of the snaps, and he got almost double-digit sacks or double-digit sacks. It was pretty damn close for being in 25% of the snaps during the Chip Kelly days. And he got a big contract, didn't live up to it. We drafted Derek Barnett. Vinny Curry came back on a 1-year deal. And you know what? He went to Tampa for a year, came back. So, you know what I mean? We're depending on these veteran guys that used to play with us. We need to just Let these guys produce. I don't see other teams doing this besides us, and I don't know why. Why am I seeing these other receivers on all these other teams that are literally just getting put in the lineup and they're making plays, and us, we can't do that. We can't do that. We need to keep the other veterans that we have. We need to, if he makes a good catch, he runs back to the sideline. Shit like that pisses me off. And I really hope that the Eagles don't do Eagles fashion bullshit and then put him back. If he puts him back on practice squad, I might just quit fucking YouTube. Honestly. Because that's bullshit. Unless they draft some guy in the top 10, which I highly doubt, but who knows. I'm not really saying I'm going to quit YouTube, but I'm just saying, like, it's just so ridiculous that we would have to go through that. If I see Greg Ward on the practice squad, I will riot. I will send a letter to the fucking Eagles. It's not just Greg Ward, it's everything. It's everything that they're doing. It's favoritism. It's veterans over young guys, and it's so much more than that. But I can't stand it. You know, Zach Ertz, I know I've been on the train of maybe trading him. But you know what? Probably not a good idea. I think we should keep Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert's the 1-2 punch. Joshua Perkins, another guy, third tight end, still making plays as well. Not too much in this game that just happened, but in the Giants game he did produce. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside really was targeted, once or twice. One was over his head in the end zone. Wentz just threw it way out of the end zone, back of the end zone. So J.J. Arcega-Whiteside didn't really get a chance. But look at Miles Sanders. Look at the difference that he was since from week 1 to now. I mean, look at the difference. Boston Scott, look at the difference. And we saw what Boston Scott did in preseason this past year. We saw what he could do. We're like, holy shit, he's fast. I made a video about Boston Scott in the offseason. I said, damn, he looks quick. It was at practice, and I was like, damn, he looks really fast in that backfield. Like, he gets that ball quick, and he is on the move. Like, that's another Darren Sproles right there. Look what you have right now. You already have two young running backs that can literally be on the roster for dirt cheap nothing. You have a receiver right now that is potentially climbing up to that ladder to where he can actually be a starting NFL receiver. And Nelson Aguilar is gone. He's gone. Is totally gone. So the Eagles are in a very good situation because that's two positions. I mean, I know you should probably, depending on what happens to Alshon Jeffrey, then I don't know what happens after that. But I'm saying, running back position, you're pretty much set. They get to choose if they want a 3-headed monster or a 2-headed monster. They let Jordan Howard walk, they let him stay. I don't know. But this is exciting. This is really exciting, guys. Even if we don't make the playoffs this year, it sucks to not make the playoffs, even though we don't deserve it. The Cowboys definitely don't deserve it. But unfortunately, it's going to happen either way or not. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But, it's been a tough road. But it's the story of this whole season, 2000 and 2019, was injuries. Bad play calling, bad scheme, just bad everything. Bad GM management, you name bad. But just think of it like this, guys. We go through the struggles now for us to get better later, okay? If you don't go through the struggles of what we're doing now, we're not going to get better. We will get better. We will. Okay? This year's just fucked up. It's not just the players, but it's the coaching as well. But we're not going to get into all that crap either. So, I'm really impressed with these guys. I was so excited for Greg Ward. I was just so excited. I've been excited for all these guys. Miles Sanders is looking like he puts that helmet on, he gets on the field, and he broke the rushing rookie record in Philadelphia Eagles history in front of our all-purpose yard, whatever it was. Beat LaShawn McCoy, beat Deshaun Jackson. I mean, that shows something. And Miles Sanders has a chip on his shoulder for a guy that's been backing Saquon Barkley, that is now a New York Giant, that he backed up at Penn State. The guy has a chip on his shoulder. He is ready to unleash. And he is something special. He is like a Brian Westbrook / LaShawn McCoy-esque I don't even know, but the guy has a little. He can literally do anything on the field. You could pass to him. You could put him. You could put him in a screen. You could do whatever the hell you want with him, and how valuable he's become. So I just wanted to go over some of these young guys that you got to be excited for it. I was excited when Alshon Jeffrey was out. Did I care? Fuck no. When Nelson Aguilar went out, did I care? Puh. All of us probably didn't care at that point when Nelson Aguilar got out of the game, but when I saw these new receiver core for Wentz, brand new guys that are hungry, guys that have been on practice squads their whole damn career so far, and get their damn chance to put their foot on the field and do something special, like these guys have been doing the past 2 weeks. Okay, it's the Giants. Okay, it's the Redskins. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? A win is a goddamn win, regardless. Okay, Dallas won against the Rams. They won against a team over 500. Congratulations. They looked pretty damn good the other night. But this team is only going to produce if they do it the right way. This team has a huge chance to make a jump from this year to next year if they do the right thing, the right moves, and do the right thing. So, other than that, guys, that's all I got to say. I know it's long. It's 11 minutes long. I'm sorry, but this is really important. So hopefully you guys are happy with it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready for this week. I'll have my preview video probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. Most likely probably tomorrow. I know my previews have been like off the ass. I know that I have to go do a read and react show with Philly Jim tomorrow night. So other than that, guys, that's it. So I'm loving this receiver core. I'm loving these running backs. I'm loving just what I'm seeing from these guys that are just fucking hungry. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, Owls, fly.